Hi, my name is Khanal and today I'll be a video presentation on some of the terms in network communication concept. So today there will be two parts. Firstly, I'll be talking about in part I, firstly NRGI, secondly frequency division multiplexing, and thirdly analog versus digital communication. So NRGI digital encoding scheme for transmitting digital data with digital signal. 0 is represented as no change, and 1 is a change from high to low or low to high. NRGI maps binary signals to physical during transmission. NRGI keeps the sending and receiving clock synchronized. NRGI in the receiver has to check if there is a change at the beginning of the bit. So I have a typical example at the NRGI. Whenever the 1 comes up, it inverts its state. So here, so we can have a z, just 1 comes up and this inverses states, it means constant at the 0, 1 comes up, inverses states, like that. So application of the NRGI, it is helpful where bit stopping is required. Bit stopping is a practice of adding bits to a data stream, so it conforms with communication protocols. It is used by Manchester encoding to increase the signaling rate. It is used in fast Ethernet environment, which is up to 100 megabits per second. So our second topic is frequency division multiplexing. It combines more than one signal over a shared medium for concurrent transmission. Its total bandwidth is divided to frequency bands set that don't overlap. The modulated signals are combined using a multiplexing and transmitted over the communication channel, and the receiver extracts the combined signal through the multiplexing. Let's have an example. So here are the input signals from the source, which get multiplexed and which travels in their own respective frequency band and get demultiplexed, and the output signals reach to the destination. So we have the application of the FDM. It allows sharing of single transmission medium like a copper or fiber or optic cable. It is used in cellular and wireless network. It is popular in satellite communications. It's used in long distance telephone connection for voice signal transmissions. And our third topic here, analog versus digital communication. Analog communication has continuous time signal, where digital has discrete time signals. Representation of masses in analog is sine wave, whereas that of the digital is represented by square wave. Analog is expensive and the transmission quality is pretty good, whereas the digital is low cost with better transmission quality. Data encryption is not possible in analog, whereas secure data transmission is possible through encryption. The modulation in analog involves AM, FM, PM, PAM, etc., whereas the modulation involved in digital are PCM, DM, ADM, DPCM, etc. So here is the example of the analog signal. So firstly, the analog signals get input to the input transducer, which passes through the modulator along with the channel to the demodulator and the output transducer, the output message. Similarly, in the digital communication system, data transfer from information source to encoder to modulator, which is unseen. Unfortunately, sorry about that in this video. And through the transmission communication channel, and we passes along with the demodulator and the decoder and reach to the destination. So applications of analog and digital communication. Analog communications are using analog modulation, frequency modulation, and they're widely used in sensors, used in fax machine, photocopiers, and modems. And on the other hand, the application of digital signals are audio signal processing, digital image processing. They're using radar and sonar. They're also using audio and video processing. So that's the end of the part one. So now we'll be moving to the part two here. In part two, we'll be installing two different OSs in a hypervisor. We are using a virtual box for that. and we'll be describing some of the terms in the virtual network, which are breeze, NAT, internal network, a small business network, and thirdly, we'll be doing some demonstration regarding the IP address of each of the machine operating systems installed in the machine, like pinging each other, changing their IP address, and transferring files with the active server. Firstly, the network setting for each of the operating systems are in the NAT. So basically, what happens is they are both connected to the internet through the computer. They are using the internet from the computer. The computer provides the internet source to each of the OSs here. Let's have a look at the IP address properties. First, we have the Windows 7 here. Secondly, let's look at Kali Linux. So in the NAT mode, they use the same IP address and they use the same subnet mask here because they are using the internet from the computer, providing the internet to each of the OSs here. So let's change the setting to the let's change the settings from NAS to breeze. Let's switch. Now they're both in the breeze mode. In breeze mode, what happens is they use the same network interface card to access the internet. In this case, they are directly connected to the Wi-Fi router, the home. So let's have a look at the properties of their IP address. Now they are acting as two different internet accessing computers or the operating systems here because they're using different IP addresses here, and the subnet mask is also different in both of the cases here. So now let's change to the internal network mode and let's see what's happened. Now we'll be looking at the properties for the Oasis IP address in the network settings. I'll change to the internal network. Internal network, what happens is the operating systems acts as independent. Operating system are independent to the host operating system, so they don't show any IP addresses here, which is same with the Kali Linux here. They both don't show any IP addresses. So here we have two operating systems. They act as different independent physical components with their different physical properties in the same network. So they act as a small uh, home business network here. Now we will be pinging each of the OSs with each other. Let's just ping Kali Linux with the Windows 10. The IP address is 192.168.168.1.164. That is the same with the 192.168.1.197. They can both ping each other. Now we'll be changing the IP address of each of the machines. Initially, the IP address of the Kali Linux is 11.11.2.14, which we will be changing to suppose 11. Just all the number one. Save it and we will store it for the change to take place. For the Windows 7 here, the initial IP address is 192.168.1.134. We will be changing to 12.12.12.12. Save it and we will start the machine. The machines are restarted, so let's have a look at the IP address here. IFG. Yep, the Windows IP address is changed to 12.12.12 and Kali is changed to 11.11.11. So IP addresses are changed for each of the machines. So now the part is for the FTP. For the FTP, I have chosen OneDrive, which is basically a cloud FTP server where I can upload and download any files. So I will open my OneDrive account in the Windows 7 machine and the Kali Linux machine. So I'll be uploading some files on my Windows 7 machine. I'll be uploading a folder here. The files, it's uploaded. Which are being uploaded here. There you can see it's being uploaded. Yeah, now they've been uploaded and we can see them on the Kali Linux machine as well. After they're uploaded, we can download the files. We can delete the files from the OneDrive the cloud FTP server. Yeah, just download the file.